Hey everyone, Sun Guy here, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This time, a little more shorter Let's Play. This one should take me only about maybe under 15, maybe 16 episodes. Before we begin, I would like to say this real quick. These episodes are going to be released 4 times per week due to how short this game is. So that way it gives me some time to get a side Let's Play rolling again and to also work on me and Kane's next Let's Play being Dino Crisis, which as of recording this episode, I've only done 2 episodes. Yeah, I was taking a bit of a week off break, and I enjoyed it. It was quite nice not to do YouTubing for whole months, and finally I get to relax for a bit, but that's all done. I am now back, and I'm ready to start up my stuff again. Anyway, let's see what the new Let's Play is, even though you already saw the title and the thumbnail. I think just in case I might need to turn down the game's audio volume real quick. And now I just realized that the TV is not muted. I'm gonna pray and hope that did not. Try again. I'm gonna pray and hope that did not get attracted to the mic. Anyway, I have actually done this Let's Play multitude times. Not like redos, but constantly trying to play through this game, but I'm just like, not there yet. Again, not there yet. A third time, not there yet. So now I'm gonna finally try to bloody force myself, if I have to finally play a Yu-Gi-Oh game and actually beat one for once. Yes, that's fine. Let's see. Since there are going to be a total of 5 characters. Actually, how many characters are there? Let's see, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As if I'm going to do all of that. So, in total, there are 8. But we're just going to go with my name. The Battle City Tournament is today, Paul. Good morning, Paul. Have you made your deck? Hey, my new deck is something special. It took me all night, but it's the best ever. Paul, did you put together a good deck? A lot better than what the Result of Destruction gave me. Hey, way to go. But I'm not... Try again. But I'm not about to lose today. We have all been waiting for this tournament. It'll be great if we could all get to the finals. Yeah, you bet. Okay, let's get going. Don't want to be late. And finally we have free control of ourselves. I think I'm going to kind of... I think I might need to warm up my analog stick. Okay, I'm back. I did not mean to fully go outside yet, but something's weird with my controller. I don't think it's drifting, that's not it. I don't know why I feel off, though. Yep, nothing weird. Hey, look at that. Everyone's here already. Heh, look at all the tough duelists. Wow, this is exciting. Fellow duelist, welcome to Battle City. Let me explain the tournament rules. The tournament takes place throughout Domino City. Whenever duelists meet in the city, that shall be where the duel takes place. Duelists may play using only their own decks. The loser must turn over one rare card to the victor. A winning duelist will enter the final round. The final stage is hidden somewhere in town. Each of you duelists has received a locator card. You must defeat others and get their locator cards. When you have gathered 6 locator cards, you'll have the map to the final duel stage. You may duel with those puzzle cards at stake. In other words, only those who win duels and attain the 6 locator cards will earn the right to get up on stage for the finals. The tournament commences at 9 a.m. sharp. Now, fellow duelists, scatter throughout Battle City. It's finally started.
Yeah, you bet. Even us, we're rivals from now on. Try to hang in to the end, Yugi and Paul.
Sure.
I'll do my best too. Don't get caught careless.
How can I? This is one of the most easiest Yu-Gi-Oh games, ish.
Joey, I think you should be careful yourself. Haha, don't worry about me. Once you have collected all the cards, let's meet up. We should get together at my grandpa's toy shop. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Alright, I'm off. Both of you don't lose until the finals. See ya.
Okay, so now you're probably just wondering, okay, what do I do now? Well, you can go into different areas of Domino City's square, but you can obviously see that nothing has happened. The way how you can proceed through the story is by talking to different main characters. But, well, let me make sure. We should go win some cards too. But as you see, I pressed the A button on my GameCube controller. And of course, nothing happened. However, if you press the R button...
It's not 9 o'clock yet, Paul. I should be going too. Go for it, Paul.
And if you potentially heard a little doo-doo sound, that means you have done something to proceed for the story. Once again, you have to look for the main characters of Yu-Gi-Oh! It can't just be like random duelists like these guys. It has to be main duelists like Rex Raptor here.
They all scattered off into the town, but I'm making my stand right here. My loud and proud dinosaur deck isn't for hiding. Sneaking around isn't right for it at all.
Once again, you press the R button.
Sure, but wait, I'll do it when the time comes. But don't do anyone who's too uncool. It'll be a waste of time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rex Raptor actually just stays here throughout the entire game. And he's also... It's one of the best ways to actually grind in this game for.
I hate bright place like this. I'll be waiting for you somewhere dark. Until then.
Oh, there's a little ding sound again, if anyone's heard it. Let's see, can I actually... Okay, yeah, I can. So right here we have Grandpa here. So as you... Sorry, I just lost train of thought. So if you, of course, talk to Grandpa, he actually kind of gives you the little tutorial as to how dueling can be activated. Next up we have Weevil.
Yo, aren't you impatient? The tournament hasn't even started. We'll feast on you the next time we meet. Yo, 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 yo.
I like how that one guy right there in the green jacket just stood there with his with his leg up. I really don't know what voice to give Mako. I'm not very great with accurate voices. Even with my Joey voice, that's probably the best I can ever give him.
I guess I'll try this. Wait, it's not time yet. We'll meet again somewhere in Battle City, bro.
Yeah, that's probably nowhere close to how Mako actually sounds, and for whatever reason I was stuck in place. Dang, they cut her portrait in half. Now we can't see her. Now we can't see her two preciouses.
Too precious.
I'm not very good with even trying to pull out a woman's voice.
Whoa, slow down, baby.
That is nowhere like her voice. I'm speaking normal. I'll take you on if the opportunity arises. See you. Let's see, did I do everything right? Okay, apparently... Okay, there we go.
Hey, it's starting. Okay, let's go. I won't lose. Yo, it's about time. Joey Wheeler, you just wait. I am the Duel King. This is where I prove it.
Oh boy, Kava has probably one of my personal favorite cards, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Anyway, let's actually get into a bit how this game kind of works, shall we? First off, before we do a duel, let's go in our pause menu. Right here, oh by the way, if you want to skip my tutorial, go to this time. So, here's how this game is going to work. Right here we have stats. We have our name, our deck capacity, our duelist level, and our locator cards. Now of course, at the beginning, we only get one locator card. Our duelist level is going to basically be our level. What does this level do for? Well, we can't just go off and use any powerful monster we want. This game kind of limits the player a bit, to where we can't have such overpowered cards-ish. So, yeah, our duelist level plays the biggest role out of the entire game. Thankfully in this game, the grinding is bearable. Right here we have our trunk. Our trunk contains up to 40 different type of cards. You can customize this any way you want. You want to go with a dragon themed deck, go with dragon themed decks. You want to go with a dark themed deck, go with a dark, or technically fiends. You want to go with warriors? Hey, that's right there too. Or if you want to, you can go with a mixed themed deck, which is something I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a mixed themed deck based off two of my favorite my favorite card types. Oh, that's the trunk. This right here is your deck. So as you see here, where we see deck capacity at the top of your screen, we have 1,229 points, or deck points. The total that we can have is 1,600. If we try to even surpass the deck capacity point system at all, we will have to remove that specific card in order to even try to go into a duel. If you don't, you're stuck in the screen until you can replace that card. But I'm sure someone's going to want an example. So, why don't we go to the card shop? Now, you're thinking that it's Grandpa, Simon Mojo. You think you go to him. Sadly, no. In this game, you go right here at the card shop. This right here is where you're going to be buying your cards from this unknown, weird-looking red-haired guy right here. So let's see, what do we have? And... really? Okay, that's awkward. So he doesn't have any cards. Wow. That's my first time knowing about that. Apparently when you start the game and you haven't dueled yet, you can't buy any cards yet. So I can't show that off yet. At least the key word is not yet. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a duel to start with. Why not? Tristan's kind of good. Plus he does kind of give you some decent cards. So right here, we need to basically play a little gamble kind of game. I believe in this one you can choose whatever card you want as long as it's not in your deck. Okay, no, I don't want low level one. Let's do this one. Give me a sec. Okay, sorry about that. My phone just kept vibrating. I did not need to vibrate right now. So right here, this is how the basics of dueling works, and the game kind of gets me the whole tutorial right here-ish. So, you get your starting hand. You can have up to a total of 5 cards in this game. There are other games like Shelf of Destruction, Duels of the Roses, where you can only have like 5 cards. So let's go ahead and place a monster. Oh wow, already I got my ritual card right here. It's kind of hard to explain rituals in this game in particular because I don't have that specific monster for it. But anyway, let's go ahead and start a fight. Click on the monster that's on your field, and voila. So the way how this works is, when you have a monster that has more attack points than your opponent's defense position monster, of course, my Mecha Leon has 800 attack points. His other card had, my opponent's card had only 400 defense points. Give me a sec. Excuse me. So, since I had more attack points than my opponent's defense points, that card is instantly destroyed. If my opponent, however, had a higher defense position monster, then my attack is cancelled, then I take damage. Speaking of damage, let's do that as an example. Good old Penguin Soldier, you're always there for me when I need you. That right there is how you do damage. At the beginning of every single duel, you have 8,000 white points. White points are basically going to be your HP. Oh, I can do this, but I'm actually going to play the patient game first. Sit down their card. Thankfully I had just enough attack to destroy that electrical bat thing. Oh, Doran. That's actually one of the best cards you can ever get. So I'm going to sacrifice my Penguin Soldier and my Fungi of the... Oh, that's right. If you press the R button, you can see your opponent's hand. Ah, right here. If you press the B button, by the way, make sure you do not discard. That's going to be the worst thing you can do. Fungi of the Mask. Oh, I thought it was some weird-looking fish thing. That's actually a mushroom. Learn something new every day. Sacrifice him. Now, there are different types of ways of sacrificing. There's the ritual, there's normal sacrificings. We'll start, of course, with normal. So I sacrificed 2 of my monsters to bring out a much more powerful monster like the Last Warrior. I actually do remember that card always being one of my personal favorites. And he's a warrior type, right? Yes, he is. No, he's not as strong as others. So yeah, So the way how you are... try this again. The way how sacrificing works, it depends on your stars. If you look at the bottom... Okay, if you look at the bottom left of your screen, where you can see a star, chip, and a 5. If you have a monster that's in between 5 to 6 stars, you only require 1 sacrifice. Right here is a little example. Oh, I can't use him as an example. Oops. Oh, I couldn't do it anyway. But yeah, if I were to say sacrifice him, I could bring Leo Wizard to the field. And just in case, I'll leave that card there. Yeah, Tristan is really going to have nothing... He has, like, no way to even fight back. Next up, as you can see here, between some of my cards, you probably notice a different looking color. The more darker brown ones are effect monsters. Each effect monster has different effects. Right here, Doran, for example, I can activate his effect. And he can split himself into 2. However, I cannot attack with him for this turn. I have to wait for another turn to use him again. Man, I don't really need to lay down another monster. This turn's over anyway. After that, you beat him, and your deck capacity grew up by 1. You get quite a bit of money. And I got Guardian of the Throne Room. Yeah, like I said, he kind of gives you decently good cards. But you definitely do need to train up a bit. Tristan, I will say here is, if you're looking for someone to grind for experience points, he's the man right here for y'all. He can give you about, I believe, 5 XP. Just in case, future me, double check that. Let's see, now that I fought him, I believe now the card shop should have at least a few cards. Oh, now they show up. Nice. So here's a little thing I like to do. I like to take advantage of the sort menu. I will either just do for attacks, sometimes I'll just do type. It kind of helps a lot when you do like type. It helps. If you're looking for a specific type of monster, it helps a lot. However, when doing this, make sure you're keeping an eye on your cost. Or the monster's cost, excuse me. Because higher attacking monsters require more. Do you have any... Actually, what kind of spells do you have? Actually, Infinite Dis... I think that's actually a decently good card. A trap card that causes immobilization when it's tripped. The attacker is immobilized for 1 turn. Not what I was expecting. A spell that leaves the land parched and ruined for all fish. It destroys every fish on the opponent's field. Now, that could be good for anyone that has that uses fish-type monsters. Raising body heat, that's for dinosaur-type monsters. But I can't use it. I know. All sad. Ooh, I could get that card. That's actually a decently good card. But I can't use it. So you're now probably wondering to yourself, earlier you probably saw me coming in here and I never mentioned this thing right here. Right here we have a password machine that requires a 8-digit code. Now, I'm going to show you all how this code thing works. So, if any of y'all still have any like old Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I mean from the Battle City era of Yu-Gi-Oh, not today's Yu-Gi-Oh, you're going to want to look at the bottom... I am very sorry, folks. You're going to want to look at the bottom left of your deck. I mean, of your card. You'll probably notice a 8-digit code. So, I'm going to use one here for example. By the way, this is one time only. I am not doing this multitude of times. Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. Okay, now that you have the card that you specifically want, you've now put in its code. So for me, I'm going to put in 896 311. Oh, it's gotta be this game. Kind of game. 11 3 9. By the way, if you kind of saw what I did, if I were to make a mistake, press the L and R button and you can just change your numbers that way. Yep. The Blue Eyes White Dragon, one of the most feared cards. I'm actually serious too, unless you're up against a monster that has more attacks than it, or have a specific type of monster that the game, I think, never really explains to the player. It's more of a trial and error thing. So you're thinking to yourself, oh boy, I now have that specific card. I'm going to go into my trunk, and I'm going to get that card in here. Let's go into... Nope, I did not mean to press that. Okay, no, I don't want that. Okay, I guess I'll just do this then. But, if you say, like for me, for example, and I chose to get Blue Eyes, you're not seeing it here. And you're probably wondering to yourself, oh hey, where's that card with the code I put in? Where is that? Yep. You have to buy the card that you put in with the rental machine. But of course, again, I can't use that card. It has a total cost of, what was it, 90... Let's see, yeah, 300... Oh, wait, no. A cost of 95. So, I would need to have, I believe, a deck capacity... It's either that or it's the level. I am level 73, so I think after like a few battles, I can then use the Blue Eyes White Dragon. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. Next time on Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards, we are going to proceed through the story as much as we can. And I'm going to do some grinding for a bit. Sorry, Tristan, you're the only option I have right now. Anyway, if you all enjoyed today's episode, please share, like, subscribe if you want to. I'll see you all for the next episode. Have a nice day.